Hey, Riddle here. It's mushroom season and I've started to make this video a couple times, but it's tricky when you go out because you never know if you're going to find something or not. And my chronic fatigue has been raging. I made one video one day and then in the middle of it cut off because I didn't have enough memory in my phone. Might happen again today, but I'm here. It's early. There was a heavy frost last night and we're going to see what is waiting for us in the forest. First of all, I just walked up on my spot, which is a pretty regular street. And right away, there's great signs. So this is a bolete. I'll have to look up exactly which one it is, but you can always tell it's a bolete because it doesn't have gills. It has these beautiful like sponge-like pores on the back. And most of these are incredibly delicious and rarely poisonous. This is another one we really like. Isn't that beautiful? They come in so many different colors. The one that is poisonous is called Satan's bolete, and it's a huge mushroom, and the color is really pronounced, this pinkish red color, and so that's how you know it's Satan's bolete versus one of the edible ones. But another bolete that is prized edible is the porcini. And I actually found a beautiful porcini mushroom the other day. First one of the season. Oh boy. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day. A lot of people pass up these little psyllis, but I find them to be great. So this one isn't super great. I grabbed it and it has a lot of maggots working into it, so the top popped right off. It's a good practice really to use a knife and cut the mushrooms, but with these particularly, I like to grab them because then I know if they're insect proof enough to go ahead and dehydrate or eat. I have a feeling we're going to find all kinds of great stuff today. What we're really hoping for though is I would really like to find some birch boletes and or some more porcinis or some chanterelles. I saw some little tiny chanterelle buds coming up a week or so ago, but they're tricky for me to find. Some people have a really good knack for it. Oh, these ones are a little rough. Now this is a slippery jack. See how slimy that is? What they tell you is if you want to eat the slippery jacks, that you just peel the slimy part off. Do I want that? It's a little waterlogged. I think I'm gonna leave those alone. They're a little mushy. So we're under a lot of oak and pine right now, but it's just opened enough that the boletes tend to thrive here. And for some reason, it's a really powerful bolete year. Even though we're having a drought, we got just enough rain, but you know, nature has a stress response to things. And I think the boletes know that we've had our fourth La Nina in a year now, and they're like, I think they're feeling it. And they're like, well, we better reproduce while we can, because if this keeps going, we're gonna be in trouble. That's a beauty. Yay, boletes. That's not a bolete, but isn't it amazing? So that's a leaf from the oak tree. And you'll see this various mushrooms often camouflage their color to whatever leaves of the color of the trees are that they're growing underneath, which always fascinates me. This is also my secret location for where I find my candy cap mushrooms, but it's a little early for the candy cap mushrooms. Another slippery jack. We're gonna leave that one alone. Keep our basket open. That's another thing when you go out mushroom hunting. Once you learn, oh, somebody's been here. That's a sign. Somebody's been in my mushroom spot. Don't be offended if people don't tell you their mushroom spots. Even my best friends who are also shroomers, I will not share my locations with, because there's not a lot of nature, especially if you live even a relatively small town, medium-sized town. Nature's shrinking more and more every day, and these environments are getting more and more difficult to find. So this is the area last year that we found a lot of birch boletes. But so far, they have not come up this year. So what we're looking for is little lumps underneath the leaves, or any kind of sign. Look what's wrong with people. Jesus. You know, I went around the mountains the other day and collected trash, because people are so MF and ignorant. If they see trash, instead of picking it up, they either walk over it or they go, oh, I'm gonna throw more trash on top of it because I'm stupid and I want the world to look like a shithole. So annoys me. So I spent a couple hours of my time walking around our neighborhood, around the mountains, collecting collecting trash. Oh, look at these little babies. These look very similar to candy caps, but when you smell them, they are not candy caps. This is definitely a type of Lactarius, they call it, because if we break this, a white milky substance will come out of them. But even though these are not candy caps, this is a great sign that the candy caps are either coming up or will be coming up very, very soon. I am kind of sad though that I'm not finding any birch boletes or manzanita boletes back here. Huh. Womp womp. Well, that's just the thing about the mystery of mushrooms. The reason I pushed myself out today, even though I'm not feeling really well, is I looked at the weather forecast and I don't see any rain happening for weeks, which means eventually the ground's going to dry up to the point that the mushrooms are not going to they're not going to be coming up. Oh, what do we got here? It's a slippery jack. It's in good shape. Bust off the bottom of that so I don't take the dirt home. It's a pretty one. Like I said, a lot of people don't eat these, but we like them. We just peel the sliminess off the top, and so you can kind of tell from the color of this one, it's probably a little too mushy, a little too waterlogged to take home. Looks kind of like a pancake. That one looks healthy though. Ooh, a couple of them. She's a beauty. We'll take that. And look at her. I'm glad I didn't procrastinate. This one is a little too far gone. See the holes, and it's already been eaten up. So this is the first level of my secret mushroom spot. It goes up to several different levels, and I'm definitely not going to have enough film to go all the way. But look, we've been here how long? Been here 8 minutes, and we're already off to a great start. I see some over here. The thing that's great about getting out with the kids and mushroom hunting also is it helps to develop and reverse damage to eyesight that is caused by us constantly looking nearsightedly at our computers and our phones. So it's really great to get out and use your eyes for something besides watching Riddle's amazing mushroom videos. Oh, I'm caught on a piece of barbed wire. Recreational hazard. You know, one of the reasons I think that people pollute so much now, or are polluting more than ever, is when we were back in the 70s, they had this educational program in place, and the government was doing all these amazing videos for kids. They had remember the guy that was supposed to be Native American on the side of the mountain, and he was supposed to be driving home the idea that pollution and what we're doing to the planet is so horrible, and we had give a hoot, don't pollute, and blah 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 blah. But now we don't have any of that, any of those educational programming in our society. And so I think people and the younger generation are losing the ideals that we grew up with, that, you know, it's not cool to throw trash on the ground. And I hate to sound this because I'm going to sound like a racist, but I'm not a racist, I'm a realist. The other day we had cable put in, and the guy did a great job, but yesterday I went out and followed because I saw some trash out there. And I thought, oh, maybe it just dropped out of his pocket. But as I followed the line that he put in, going all the way across their property, he just went along, dropping his garbage as he went along. And you have to say, our property is beautiful. It's in the mountains. It's obviously, there's an orchard and garden all around. And I just thought to myself, how sad that this man was obviously raised so ignorantly that he doesn't know that that's not the correct thing to do. That he can't see the difference between garbage on the ground and a beautiful clean orchard or a beautiful clean space. Like, what is that about? Again, complete lack of education, social education. Every time that there's work done up in our mountains and they have to have trees cut or lines run or something, sadly, we always find bottles and garbage and shit thrown everywhere from the workers. And you know, you don't want to stereotype people, but after a while, it is what it is. People are judged through their actions. So this is usually the area. Oh, there's a mushroom that was picked and tossed over. Oh, that's I forgot the name of that. It's edible, but it's not delicious. Oh, here's another one. They're kind of like a pine spike, but it's not a pine spike. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut the video off short right now and wait till we get up to the second tier. It looks like it's too early for candy caps, but I'm finding some pretty nice boletes and we might have some psyllis over here. You always know psyllis because they're large and they're this beautiful yellow color. And then see all that, the pores. But the psyllis, this actually is a bolete. Their pores are a little bit larger on her. Yeah, they're a little bit larger. I don't know how to explain it. I'll have to find one to show you. Woohoo, look at that. Nice. Good. Yes. My pancake brings all the boys to the yard. Oh no, yeah, I just did that. All right, I'm gonna cut it off here because I'm not finding anything special. Just more and more of these boletes. And I will come back to the video if something really special pops up for us.